Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, the Grateful Tadpole, and if you're joining us here today, I just want to say thank you. This is my first video that I'm putting out there as a YouTuber, so I'm really excited. I'm also really nervous. But if you enjoy the video at the end, subscribe, like, if you have any comments, feedback, let me know. If you like something, you don't like something, I'll definitely look into it and try to, correct it or fix it or, do something, because I want this to be a fun experience for all of us here, for this idea that I just had. So just a little backstory, I love Dungeons & Dragons, and I love Magic the Gathering. And I just recently got into being a Dungeon Master, haha, for a group of my friends. And if you're a Dungeon Master who has been playing for years and years, or you're a new Dungeon Master, I think this video is going to be great for you, or even just as storytellers in general, it might actually be pretty good for you. And obviously for people that play Magic the Gathering, it might be fun just to kind of like look at it, at the game through different perspective, or, different ways that you can kind of utilize the game outside of the actual game. So anyway, this idea that I had was to get a booster pack for Magic the Gathering and try to take that, just the booster pack, only the cards in a booster pack, the 15 cards, and try to turn it into a standalone quest, and just try to make something out of it. And, I bought a pack and it worked out really great. The quest is awesome. I could do a video in the future if you guys want. Since I've already opened it, all I'd be doing is basically telling you how I put it together and what the quest is. But I have one today that I'm going to be opening with you, and we're going to try to build this quest together. Fresh eyes, fresh everything, so you can kind of see my process on it. But so that's my idea. The first one was really great, and I thought, wow, that worked out pretty well. So I wanted to buy another pack and to see if that one worked, and that one was a lot more challenging. But I eventually got it, and I was like, you know what, that'd be really cool. It's a new way. I don't know if other people have done it, but I thought it would be a really interesting way to get quests. Whether you're a new dungeon master, you don't really know where to go or where to start with, because there is a large amount of information on quests and characters and all these things for Dungeons & Dragons, since it's been around for decades. So it can be kind of overwhelming for a new dungeon master. So this, I think, would be a great way to kind of just, get something, especially if you're really creative, a quick one-off adventure that may lead into other quests and adventures that you come up with on your own. Or it could be for those veteran dungeon masters that, have churned out, years and years worth of quests, and, they're just kind of lacking a little bit in the creative area, and you just want something fresh, something new, maybe something to spark the imagination back up again. I think this would be really great for you. This video series could also be for just general story writers of the fantasy genre. You're just kind of stumped on some, or you just want something to write. Pick up a booster pack of Magic the Gathering. You'd be really surprised what just a simple flavor text on the cards can, create in your mind, or, just the images. The artwork is fantastic. So I thought that would be a really cool idea. I don't know if anybody else has done this, but I had the idea that I know of, so I think I'm gonna make videos on it. So here we go. I have a pack of Magic the Gathering, the Ixalan 15 card booster pack. Let's see. Brave the unknown. Embark on a journey into the jungles of Ixalan and discover Orazca, the lost city of gold. Very cool. So let's see. We're gonna open this up. See what we can create from this booster pack. All right, first card right off the bat, Queen's Agent. It's a vampire scout. See if we can see that. Yeah, that glare is kind of bad. Okay, vampire scout, interesting. Let's see the next card. Brazen Buccaneers, human pirate. Oh, hey, that is gonna be pretty cool. All right, let's see. Legion's Judgment, sorcery. That looks like a pretty intense card. Yeah, all right. Skullduggery, more pirate stuff. Ooh, I'm sensing a theme here. It's an instant. So yeah, all right. This may or may not focus, but we'll do the best that we can. Blossom Dryad, creature. Very cool. All right. Let's see what else. Depths of Desire. Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be pirate themed. I kind of figured that from the pack. I wasn't sure if that's actually what it was gonna be, but you know, that's pretty cool. I love pirates, so yeah. All right, contract killing, sorcery. Yeah. Hijack, sorcery. All right. There's that. Yeah, let's see. Kinda. All right. Let's see. A water trap weaver, a merfolk wizard. Interesting. Very cool. Blinding fog. Ooh, that could possibly be a trap. Interesting. All right, now we're getting into the uncommon cards. We just started. Those were the ones that I just showed you. Those were common cards. If you're unfamiliar with it, they put them in order, I believe, from common, uncommon, and then rare. And if you have any like ultra rares or legendary, I can't remember what the term is. Wily Goblin, a goblin pirate. Whoa! All right, so yeah, definitely pirate themed, ocean themed. So that sounds like it could be pretty fun. Glorifier of Dusk, vampire soldier. Ooh, we are getting a lot of cool creatures in here. A lot of opportunities for battles, NPCs. Ooh, this is gonna be cool. Let's see, Storm the Fleet, another human pirate. Okay, it's pretty cool. Ooh, first rare. Emperor's Vanguard. All right, that looks pretty cool. Yeah. Very nice. And, oh, look at this. We got planes. And, ooh, a token artifact for treasure. All right, so that was a fun pull. I can already tell just from looking at those cards what kind of stuff that we can do. So let's see. So obviously, let's go back and do the planes. All right, we're back again. Had to take care of something. So let's get right into it. So the planes. All right, so planes. This could be a location. You could either start your players here, or it could be a place that they're eventually going to get to. So we'll just put that. We'll put that in the front just to kind of get a starting point. Let's jump to the treasure card. Treasure card. That is pretty fancy. It looks like there's some weapons, some shields, some feathers, beautiful feathers, some necklaces, jewelry. So that's pretty cool. That may be the treasure that your players are gonna find, or like the ending game. So we'll put that towards the end. All right, let's see what else we got. Brazen Buccaneers. Let's see, they're human pirates. When Brazen Buccaneers enters the battlefield, it explores. And it has haste. So let's see. Those could be part of your player's hired crew if you need it. Possibly some rival enemies that your guys are gonna fight. So we'll put that. Let's put that in the middle just for now. I'm just laying all these out on the table. We'll see what we can do. Let's see, Queen's Agent. That's a vampire scout. Let's see. When Queen's Agent enters the battlefield, it explores. All right. Okay, Vampire Scout. Possibly the Queen's Agent. I'm thinking maybe the players are going to be quested to find where the Queen's Agent went. Perhaps maybe the Queen's Agent initially started some kind of expedition and has disappeared. Now, we don't know that he's a vampire. Maybe. So maybe that'll be like a little twist in the end. So we'll put that close to the front. So maybe that'll be the inciting incident. Let's see, that might be pretty cool. All right, let's see, what else do we got? Skullduggery. Let's see. Until end of turn, target creature you control gets +1/+1, and target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1. And the flavor text. I love flavor text. They're so much more willing to parlay once they're hanging from a boom by the ankle. Ooh, all right, that's pretty fun. Skullduggery, all right, so this looks like, sorry, let me show these pictures. There's that. Skullduggery, that looks like they're fighting on a ship. Ooh, possibly on your own ship, or maybe the players could, you know, get onto an opposing enemy's ship. That sounds good. All right, let's put that over here with the Brazen Buccaneers. Let's see how that works out. All right, let's keep going. We'll eventually get through all these cards. I'm just kind of trying to fill out some spaces. So let's see. Contract Killing. That looks interesting. That's a swamp card. Sorcery. Destroy target creature. Create 2 colors, treasure, artifact, tokens. Okay. For a price, the floating city of High and Dry offers all the amenities a pirate could want. Rest, recreation, and revenge. Ho ho! Alright, Contract Killing. Sorcery. We could probably do... Let's see. That looks like either the players... may get a whiff. This also could be like a side quest within your quest. I mean, these are kind of meant for like one-off things, but you know, it's always cool if you can to kind of like diverge a little bit, get some more depth to the game, make it not so linear. So, I mean, Dungeons and Dragons, if you've ever played, you know that even the most structured quest as a DM, from the DM's point of view, is, you know, it never goes as planned. So that's saying a D&D quest is linear is laughable. So yeah, so that might be an interesting thing. We'll put that up to the side. All right, Hijack. Gain control. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed that card to you guys. So there's that. Looks like a guy paying off another guy. That's pretty cool. Next one is Hijack. This one's a mountain card. See, gain control of a target artifact or creature until end of turn. All right, trapped on Ixalan, the Planeswalker Angrath is the only Minotaur sailing the seas. No matter how many ships he captures, he cannot break free. Interesting. Interesting. That could possibly be maybe lore that your players come across, or even like a mini boss, or maybe the boss. Who knows? I haven't even decided yet. I mean, there's so many cards in here that could, you know, fit together. This is actually really great. You know, this is definitely a themed deck, obviously, not just like the Core 19, which is kind of just like a mixture. So this is pretty cool. So Hijack. All right. That could also be something that the players do. They could hijack another ship. They could hijack Angrath's ship if they find him. So we'll put that next to Skullduggery. That might be an interesting combination. Okay, let's see. What else we got? Blinding Fog, which is a forest card. Look at that right there. There it is. Let's see. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to creatures this turn. Creatures you control gain hexproof until end of turn. They can't be the targets of spells or abilities your opponents control. And then the flavor text. I see you, shiny soldiers, but you won't see me. Interesting. Let's see. Blinding Fog. That could definitely be a trap. I'm seeing that as a trap for sure for the players, or against the players, I should say. So let's totally put that. Let's see. They're on the water with the Buccaneers and the Skullduggery. Let's put that. Eventually, they're going to want to hit land. So let's go ahead. We'll move the planes over. So we'll start with the Queen's Agent. Let's see if that's a good inciting incident. So we'll do that. Then we'll put planes towards the end. Or Blinding Fog towards the end. Okay. Let's do Wily Goblin. Wily Goblin. Goblin Pirate. When Wily Goblin enters the battlefield, create a colorless treasure token with tab, blah, blah. Sacrifice this artifact, blah, blah. Okay, goblins climb and swing with ease, whether through a pirate ship's rigging or a tree's branches. Interesting. Wily Goblin. That sounds like an interesting PC, or NPC. NPC that the players are going to encounter. Perhaps an ally? That sounds pretty cool. Let's see that. Let's see that. Let's put him after the Buccaneers and the Skullduggery and Hijack. And let's see. All right, Glorifier of Dusk. This is a Plains card. It's a vampire soldier. Okay. The blood of the enemy is a sacrament. The strength it gives is proof that our cause is just. All right, so this definitely sounds like maybe a paladin, like a dark paladin, or however you call it. What is that called? Some kind of fallen paladin, maybe? I don't know. Vampire Soldier. Okay, pay 2 life. Glorifier of Dust gains flying until end of turn. Glorifier of Dust gains vigilance until end of turn. Alright, so those could possibly, if you create like a vampire enemy, just kind of use some of those pay 2 life things, maybe like give him an ability, something like that, you know, make it a little interesting. That could possibly be maybe one of the Queen's soldiers. Maybe they tag along. Maybe they knew the agent. So maybe that's another NPC that kind of hangs around, or maybe you find later. So we'll put that up in the front for now. Let's see. Stormfleet Spy. It's a human pirate. Raid. When Stormfleet... Oh, shoot. Yeah, hold on. Where'd it go? All right. Yeah, I forgot. I gotta be sending these up here. Okay, Stormfleet Spy. Okay, Raid. When Stormfleet Spy enters the battlefield, if you attacked with a creature this turn, draw a card. They're searching in the same direction we are. For the same thing, I'll wager. Stormfleet Spy. That sounds like maybe that could be... Let's see, they're searching in the same direction. Maybe a rival. Obviously, this this whole theme for Ixalan is trying to find this this treasure. So, you know, if maybe a race? Maybe a race? Ooh, kind of like a little mini game. That might be interesting. That might be interesting. So, let's go ahead. We'll put that in the front. Maybe you start off... the Queen, or whoever you get the quest from, they, to better their odds of finding their agent and all this stuff, maybe they hire a bunch of different ships, and you're one of them, and you're all kind of like, you know, going head to head, who's going to win, or who's going to get there first. So maybe you're going to start off with this kind of pressure where it's like, oh man, we got to get out there and kind of do all this stuff. So as you're heading along, you start off your voyage, maybe this other ship or other ships are going to go, at least one, it sounds like, another human ship maybe, and they're going to be heading out, and then perhaps you're going to have some problems with other ships, maybe you're going to diverge at some point, and then that's when you'll do the hijack of the Skullduggery and the Brazen Buccaneers maybe. So, alright, let's see what else. Blossom Dryad, that's pretty cool looking, let's look at that, very nice. Alright, let's see. It's a Dryad. Okay, the only force on Ixalan not interested in finding the Golden City is Ixalan itself. Alright. Blossom Dryad. That sounds like maybe once you're on land, perhaps you'll encounter these Dryads and, you know, they're obviously not looking for it. Perhaps they know where it is, or... have a rough idea, or maybe they just don't even know because they don't care. Maybe one of them is gonna say, hey, I can guide you in a certain direction, blah blah blah, when really they're not. Maybe they're gonna take them in the wrong direction. Maybe another trap. That might be cool. Let's put that near the Blinding Fog. That sounds pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. Depths of Desire, which is an instant. Let's see, check that out. Oh yeah, that boat's sinking. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Create a colorless treasure artifact token. Okay, pockets full of gold, lungs full of brine. That looks interesting. It looks like they are holding on to that treasure no matter what their situation... Oh, excuse me, what their situation is. Very cool. All right, so that's a water or an island. Let's see. Pockets full of gold, lungs full of brine. Let's see. Maybe... That one might be a little more tricky. That could possibly be whether you're engaging another ship, or the players are, I should say, engaging another ship, and maybe you end up, or the players end up making it sink, or there's some treasure on the ship that they're going to get. Perhaps somebody is willing to stay with that treasure as opposed to losing it. Maybe they think they can, and they're going to end up drowning. You know, that might be an interesting thing. I'm not really sure where to put that, so we'll just put that off to the side. Okay, Water Trap Weaver, a merfolk wizard. That is interesting. When Water Trap Weaver... Okay, the river is a powerful friend. Huh. Powerful friend to who? Friend to them, not to you? That sounds like it could be towards the end. Maybe you're getting close to some kind of treasure. Sorry, my cats are trying to get in. Let's see, let's put that towards the end. Maybe maybe after the Dryad. Oh, maybe the Dryad will lead you into a trap with this Merfolk Wizard. You gotta fight that. That could be like a little mini boss. Let's see. Put that over here. What else we got? Okay, a couple cards left. Emperor's Vanguard. It's a human scout. That looks like a native for sure. Not to be, you know, racist or anything. You know, it just looks like maybe they're part of the island. Possibly indigenous, I should say, perhaps. Don't want to offend anybody. Just, you know. Definitely a rare card. That's a rare card, so possibly part of the boss sequence or towards the end. Let's see, whenever Emperor's Vanguard deals combat damage to a player, it explores, which is revealing top card of your library. Okay, otherwise, put a +1 counter on this creature, then put the card back or put it into your graveyard. Interesting, so they get tougher as they go along. Ooh, that definitely sounds like a boss right there. Perhaps they are the final last defense to some treasure that you're about to find, and it's kind of like one of those things where you need to go in hard and fast because they're just going to keep getting tougher and tougher. Perhaps a magical item, you may be able to get something from that. Looks like they're wearing some pretty dope headgear, or some armor, some of those plates. You know, maybe you could turn something into that. That might be pretty interesting. Oh yeah, sorry if I'm looking at the camera and then the screen. I'm still used to this, so it's kind of hard to go straight for that little dot. I'm using an iPhone. Anyway, so yeah, we'll put that towards the end. We'll put that right before the treasure. I feel like that's going to be a pretty cool final battle. That might be pretty intense. Okay, let's see what else we got. Legion's Judgment. It's a sorcery. Kind of hard to tell. Destroy target creature with power of 4 or greater. My lance was once wielded by Venerable Tarian. In his name and by his might, I cast you down. That looks like that could be. My lance was once wielded by Venerable Tarian. Huh. I feel like maybe that could be a one-time use item. Perhaps that sounds kind of interesting. Maybe the players in searching this jungle area, because I think eventually you'll get into the jungle area. I think plains are going to be where you start. There's going to be a castle maybe. You'll be in the plains, and then eventually have to go on the water, and then eventually onto an island, which is jungly. So maybe some point throughout searching, you'll come across maybe a body or some ruins, and upon searching, maybe you find this lance. It looks really beat up, maybe like it's about to break, but still sturdy enough to maybe get one good attack in. Yeah, my lance was once wielded by Venerable Tarian. Perhaps somebody can do a knowledge check on the lance, and maybe if they roll high enough, they can get some information about maybe who this Venerable Tarian was, or maybe who eventually had this lance after them. That might be pretty intense to use for that final battle with the Emperor's Vanguard. They get tougher. So yeah, that might be pretty cool. Maybe we'll find that maybe sometime in the fog, maybe they'll come across it in the fog by searching. We'll put that over there by that. Okay, let's see what we got so far. All right, we're starting with the plains. Then we'll do Queen's Agent. That could be the inciting incident. Okay, so the queen or somebody tasked the players to go to this island or this other continent or something to locate this agent. So we'll put that there. Probably shortly after that, that's when you're probably going to come across the Stormfleet Spy. Perhaps a rival pirate gang that they either overheard you, and since you're probably going to get rewarded for finding this character, they're like, hey, you know, I'm going to do that instead. We're going to get this treasure, so we're gonna race you. Or perhaps they're also contracted by the queen or whoever has given the players this quest and they're going to say, all right, well, it's whoever gets there first. So we'll put that there. All right, so let's see. Glorifier of Dusk, another vampire soldier. Actually, I'm feeling like maybe that could be a little bit later. Maybe the vampire soldier was with the Queen's agent. They got separated. Okay, so yeah, we'll put that off to the side for a second. Okay, so you're on the water. Possibly, let's see, Brazen Buccaneers. That might be the first encounter that the players have on the water. Let's do that. Okay, so we'll put that one after. So after they've been on the water for a little bit, Brazen Buccaneers. Okay, and with that, so you have your first one. Perhaps there is going to be some hijacking, either by the players or by the opposing ship. Okay, maybe this is going to have information on that Angrath Minotaur, or perhaps maybe it's one of his ships, or one of his many ships. Maybe he has a whole bunch of ships, and it's he's going to start honing in on you. If the players take down one of his ships, he's not going to be happy. So maybe a future quest, if he ever gets pulled as a creature or in a future pack. So we'll put hijack there. Obviously skullduggery, that's going to work out great when it's on a ship. There's so much more willing to parley once they're hanging from a boom by the ankle. All right, so yeah, that looks pretty cool. Perhaps just a certain situation on the ship, or if the players are thinking like, oh, hey, actually you can't really plan for that, so probably implement that. Maybe it's another trap for the players, and they got to figure out how to get out of it. So we'll put that in the back of that. Let's see, contract killing. Forgot about contract killing. Let's see. This would probably be a good spot once they get to the land of wherever they're going. Perhaps this is where the wily goblin shows up. Maybe he was a stowaway on the ship from an opposing pirate ship crew. And maybe he's going to try and attack the players because he was contracted by someone to do such thing, to do just that. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. You could probably put this in any order, either the goblin first and then a reminder of the contract killing, or yeah, that would probably be better. Goblin first, then he reveals that he was contracted. And if you don't kill him, or if the players don't kill him, or if they do, maybe there's a note on him that says what it is that he was doing, that he got contracted. So, all right, let's do that. Okay. A little bit farther, probably then, we'll probably do, let's see, probably going along, probably the Dryad next. Maybe they encounter this Dryad. Okay, yeah, and then they're going to lie about what direction it is. Maybe he looks pretty mad, or she, so they probably don't like these newcomers. So they're probably going to lead them into an area with blinding fog. That sounds like a good idea. Dryad, blinding fog, which will lead to, let's see, let's make that lead towards the Water Trap Weaver mini boss. Yes, I like that. Little area, perhaps a river bend somewhere, maybe a waterfall nearby, hidden cave behind with the merfolk, possibly. Let's see, we'll do that. Maybe a vampire soldier is there as a prisoner, or maybe they burst out of the forest and attempt to help the players, and then they reveal that they were part of the scout group with the agent. Oh, very cool. Probably within that area, they may find the lance. Could be a one-time use weapon. That'd be interesting. That would definitely be helpful for later. Which would probably lead them to the final thing, which is the Emperor's Vanguard. They found the area, may have found the Queen's agent, dead or alive. I'm feeling dead. The Emperor's Vanguard, so they're gonna have to fight them. Treasure is what they find at the end. You know, you could have it just be gold, maybe a magic item, or maybe it could be the lance. That could be one of the treasure items. Maybe it only has a couple of uses, maybe like 3 uses or something like that, or 2. I don't know. Whatever you feel. I mean, this is all up to, you know, this is just how I'm kind of putting it together. So the treasure, that would be pretty cool. We'll put that in the end. And then our final card, the Depth's Desire. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Pockets full of gold, lungs full of brine. It's an instant. Perhaps the treasure had a curse on it. Cursed treasure. And on the way back, perhaps whoever's carrying the treasure, or, you know, somebody who has a part of it, maybe, or a certain item that you deem is curse worthy, is starting to get really greedy with it, and, you know, maybe they're gonna rather have it than give it up, or they're being called and pulled to the water. It's like it's trying to kill them. Ooh, yes, that would be a nice little twist at the end. Probably break with a will save, or, you know, something like that. Maybe if the players are able, whoever it is, maybe if they like tie him up, they like eventually they can get rid of it and either find a way to like break the curse if it's like a pretty neat item that they want to keep, or if they want to just chuck that particular item. It might be pretty cool. Depths of Desire. I think that's a pretty awesome idea. So, all right, let's quickly run through this. I think we got them all. So we have Plains. This is where you're going to start, where you're going to get the quest. That is going to go for the Queen's Agent, which is the inciting, the quest, basically the reason for the quest. You're trying to go find this. You're going to have a rival pirate, which may show up later. I didn't say that, but you could have them show up later. That could be something, or they eventually just crashed and sunk. Brazen Buccaneers. That could be an encounter on the sea. We'll tie that in with hijacking. They're either going to take over your ship or you take over theirs. Skullduggery, you know, little flavor text for the fight that's going to happen. Once they get on land, they're going to have a wily goblin encounter who's going to basically be a hired assassin. You're going to either kill him or he's going to become an ally and reveal exactly what was going on. Depends on how the players go. Then you're going to find a Blossom Dryad. They're going to say they're going to help you, but they're not. They're going to trick you. You're going to get lost in some blinding fog, which will eventually lead you to a Water Trap Weaver, which is another little encounter. From there, there is either going to be a vampire soldier held captive or one that comes to your rescue. After that, possibly find a lance, which could be a interesting item, or maybe even just some lore. Maybe that could be part of one of the treasures. Maybe a lore of this lance is part of the treasure that they're trying to find. You know, whatever you're feeling, that could be pretty cool. Eventually, you find this area where this treasure is, and there is the Emperor's Vanguard. That'll be your boss. They get tougher as they keep going. Perhaps a potion, perhaps a magic item that they're wearing. They're mowing right now, so ignore that. And then once the players defeat that, they find the treasure. Yeah, and then you can do a random generator, or if you already have some idea of what is in there. Maybe you want to pull directly from the picture. You know, there's obviously a chest, gold. Looks like maybe a sword, a necklace, a helmet, maybe like an axe or something, a knife. So yeah, there's definitely some stuff in there that you could use. And then maybe as a last little twist, as they're heading back to claim their reward, there's a curse. And then the players can handle that however they can. So, all right. That was your run of the quest. That was pretty cool. That's all. I mean, it was a themed quest, so everything fit together pretty nicely. I'll have to get another core set to have a little bit more variety. That one, yeah, that worked out pretty well. So that's it for that. I'm gonna try to do these every week, like every Friday or Saturday, something like that. Most likely Saturday. Those are my days off. So if you like the video, hit like, subscribe. If you have any comments, like I said, you know, if you want to see something new, if you want to hear something new, if there's something that I'm doing, just let me know. So that was really fun. I'm definitely gonna save this. Let's see. Do I have it somewhere? I have a little bag somewhere. Let's see where to go. Yep, here we go. These nice little baggies that I put all of my cards in. And we will save that for later. That sounds like a fun quest. Like I said, I did this with 2 other cards. Those were both core 19 cards, so none of them are really related in any way. Other than like the colors, green and greens and blues and stuff like that. So if you want to see those videos, you know, comment or, you know, let me know, and then I can do that. I can make those videos and I can post those and basically just like do the rundown of like what the cards were and how I figured it out maybe. And then if you want to use these as like quests for yourself, totally go ahead. These are all for you. I'm not claiming any of these things. You know, if you want to have fun with it, that's awesome. If you want to do like a weekly quest but don't want to put all the work in, I mean, it's much more fun when you know, open up the card yourself and do it and create it on your own, use your own imagination. But, you know, if you want, you can use mine. That's okay if you like them. But anyway, it's been fun. Again, I'm your host, the Grateful Tadpole. If you like this, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.